right now I'd like to work on a fun little kid art model. So this is one that Alfie was at the library yesterday, and they were making bears, and this is the bear that he came up with. So we'll try making this. I don't know about these spiky feet for a D&D mini, but let's give it a whirl. So this is the little vibe coded app that I use. What I'll do is I will create a new version of this image, and let's give it a realistic view. Let's create another one. We'll do a Ghibli anime style. There's another one here as well. I have so many files in this thing now, so it takes a little while to load. I need to re-vibe code this thing because it's getting there. Let's see how are our calls doing. Okay, so same deal. We're gonna create a new version. We'll do a realism creature. Oops, and we'll do a Studio Ghibli style. Let's see if we have any files yet. Nope. Just gonna check VS Code. It's getting close. We've got a lot of stuff queued. 20%, 40%. It's resizing the image. Way too many VS Code. Windows open. But once these are done, we will. I'll put one right into Rodin over here. I've got it on the other tab, and then I'll just generate the others with the API. Okay. You know, that works. I was kind of thinking that'd be like some teeth, but maybe he's got a fan blade. And this will totally work as a D&D mini, right? Because it's he's got boots. He's got boots. Regular old Gen 2. Okay, I like that. So, kind of already is in T-pose, kind of. So I don't know if I want to just flip that. Let's see how this guy turned out. It's literally the same image. That's really cool. TA pose. Let's try creating another version of this one. Bear monster creature. We got him as this Rodin model here. You know, we could use the bang to parts functionality, we could redo, we could do all sorts of things, but I think this is fine. I think it's fine. Do I want a TA pose? It's so close. And if worst case, I can just kind of move them apart in Blender. Okay. Now it's a race. It's gonna finish first. API or the website? Yeah, that's really cool. Looks like we're done first. So, okay, we'll generate textures. Then again, it looks like the API is done. It's done everything. What do we have on this side? Oh no. Still downloading files. That's the Studio Ghibli version. No, I don't think. I don't think that one will do it, but it kind of seems more plausible, doesn't it? It's like a minotaur rather than a bear. We didn't get a realistic critter from OpenAI. Oh well. Okay. Oh well. This looks great. It's awesome. Do 4K, and we'll do. Oh, I should have. Could have hit high poly. I don't know if it matters. There's not a lot of like crazy complex stuff going on here. textures definitely fill in some gaps. Let's just try quickly rigging this guy. I never really know what to do with the neck and chin on ones like this, you know? And then spine root. I don't know. I messed everything up here. Okay, hang on. Nothing is binding right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I hope this thing is gonna work for me. We have 4 fingers, I think. We might have more models. Of course, I'm not sharing my Blender screen right now. Sucks. Why is the hand like an absolute mess on this side? Let's do this. Are a pain because like you rig them and then maybe you did it in a weird way. They have a weird twist and they don't want to curl into fists properly. It's kind of a bad sad time. Okay, that looks alright though. I feel like when I bind this and I move those arms, it's going to move his chest and stuff as well. No. So I'm using Auto Rig Pro is awesome. I don't really know what kind of hand hose he should have. I'm just gonna assume it should be like a fist of some kind, right? This guy maybe would have a weapon, big axe or something. Definitely more of a minotaur, much more of a minotaur than here. We'll ask Alfie. He's one from school. like doing, instead of moving this up and down, just like moving the feet up. So I find that when I mess with this, I get some weird creases. But then again, it doesn't seem like it's happening. Just have to sculpt this in, I think. We'll just use, once we've got it done, we'll grab brush and pull this in a little bit more. That's alright. That's an alright pose, I think. Now, go back over to here, and then we're going to turn that off. Add a multi-resolution modifier. Because we didn't export the Pi version. I subdivide twice, so we're at about 800,000 vertices. And then from here, I just like to go decrease. Firefox windows there, slowing some things down. I'm sure Alfie would say these are all supposed to be teeth. Seems neat as like fan blades. Air filter. Resolution modifier, but just kind of peek at what those textures look like. And I don't know, maybe I'll add some fur textures, or could just leave it as is. Let those textures and things just to be painted sculpted and posed. Yeah, I think it still works. For a second I thought he was punching up into the air. It was just the angle we had. Oops. Okay. So I've got my little handy dandy tools here. I'm gonna create a copy of the pose. Let's change the name of this one to posed. Call it smash, right? Symmetry. Perfect, but that's okay. Take it to the same amount of vertices, so we're going to go for about 770,000. Just kind of a trial and error. This is fine. Now, because we did that, the UVs are all gone whenever you do that. So this is a really cool Blender add-on that just lets you transfer the UVs. That looks neat. And then I also do like to do a shrink wrap. It's just a tiny difference, you know, like, not that we did a lot of detail work on this, but there is a little bit more depth in some of these spots. I think this is a big guy, so we're going to size him for a 50mm large base plate. That means he should be about 60mm tall. Artifacts. Just be mindful when you're doing little corrections like this. You don't want to make that booty too big. We also did a remesh already, so we don't want to have random topology issues. Okay. Let's see this here. So those are our spots on the target vertices, which are at the bottom here, we want for our print sites, we want to aim for around 300,000. So I go and I do this decimate, and that just gets rid of some of the extra geometry on this model. Every time I have a modifier, I just like to make this copy apply modifier thing so I can step back if I need to. And then there's a 3D print toolbox here, which is awesome. So this is what the decimated geometry looks like. So it was remeshed triangles, so a lot of little triangles all over the place. Just do a little touch up. This is the wrong time to be doing this. I should have done it after our multi-resolution modifier, but okay. And then you want to check these things over. Sometimes what I did right there was I just split by loose parts, and there's all these little loose parts. Can't even see where they are. They're just single vertices floating there. Your printer wouldn't be happy about that. Then I go and I triangulate more vertices, just so we don't have any flat surfaces. I don't know if it really makes much of a difference, but that's what we try and do. This doesn't matter, but intersecting faces, usually I'll go and select them, smooth, and I just hit Shift R a few times to redo that command, and hey, we don't have any more intersecting vertices. Let's export that guy. And then the same base plate we used to kind of slice them flat on the bottom. Just move it up a little bit. Forward. Right. Make sure he's positioned right. Moved it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll call it top, so it's really clear. We join that in. Yeah, away we go. Because it was joined and it has the same materials now, it ends up with a weird little pattern there, but our main guy here looks okay. It's not quite, the belt is not quite there, but that's okay, you know, it's not a big deal. We're not printing the materials. But let's just do a quick render of this guy. We'll do a phone one, and then I'll end the stream. Because otherwise we'll be sitting here for quite a while. SLS plus etch one. Because it already has UVs, I don't know if we need to do this, but go and just smart UV project that thing. And I probably should have applied the scale, because otherwise this is going to add a bunch of crusty stuff to this model. Maybe not. Just adds extra shadows, spots with depth, and the SLS part, it adds kind of like a 3D print, almost layer lines. Right, I need to save as here. Okay, that's it. It's Alfie's art into a 3D model. I don't know if anyone's watching or was watching, but hopefully you had a good time. Maybe you're seeing this on YouTube. These are the steps you could use, and maybe I'll link to some of those plugins and things that I use. Yeah, thanks.